be honest,
It's
I haven't
basic,
seen a
bro. It's
Bruno.
basic.
Yes.
I haven't seen a Bruno in quite some time now, but they
Mhm.
just go for it, and who knows? It works just because they denied a lot of JP's heroes. So just go for Bruno. It's safe.
All right, as we wait for Onic here with bated breath, will they give Venus the fifth slot, Sicilian? And indeed they do. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your lineup for game one. We're set. Butters and Seiya, digest what just happened here. I think Onic PH, that deny pick on the show, it might be too much playing into Sunsparks. Like they respect Kilowash a little, maybe too much, and that might bite them in the behind. But I'd like to think they know what they're doing. So, real quick predictions. What do you think is going to happen here in game one? Whose side are you on?
Onic PH, they cannot lose the early game just because they don't have a tank.
Mm.
They focused a lot on the course and they just wanted to keep on denying the heroes. As long as they have control of the early game, it's going to be easy for them to convert this into a win. But for the side of Sunsparks, it's a basic lineup. It's a simple lineup, but they are put in a position where they are not comfortable with their picks.
Yeah, I will agree because there are a lot of more tankier heroes open. So for this game, to me, I'll go with the comfort Onic.
All right. Well, I must say, well said, both of you. And I'm going to give the Sunsparks the benefit of the doubt. They're not comfortable, but it's a safe lineup. With that being said, let's throw it over to our casters, Rockheart and Nomad, to call the action. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the table has been set. It's time for the grand finals, and I am glad I'm not part of the analyst desk because I just want to enjoy some good Mobile Legends action here in a best of 5 series between Sunsparks and Onic PH. And of course, we are going to be delivering the action. I am Nomad. Alongside with me is Rockheart. And how are you feeling today, my guy?
Well, this is it. Again, this is what we've been working for the past how many weeks already? Like almost half of the year. No pandemic is gonna stop us from getting into the brass tacks. Who is the best in Mobile Legends here in the Philippines? And Onic PH and Sunsparks, what are you guys doing? They're really crazy right now on the draft.
Yeah, the draft is just way all over there. It looks so familiar. It looks so comfortable for them, for both of these teams. And I kind of have to agree with Butters there that Sunsparks, it's a comfortable draft, but they're not comfortable playing this setup. And I feel like if push comes to shove, it's going to be an Onic PH game. Speaking of being an Onic PH game, D-Lar is going to be losing that fight. And as well as Green, as Sunsparks secure a 1-for-1 trade there in the mid lane.
Be it for the meantime. Again, Yaknu looks like he's gonna be next on the docket. Might get toasted to death here. Kilowash on level 2 has so much damage output on that X-Borg. Another one going to the blue.
Man, the boys in blue, the boys in yellow. I'm just looking forward to see how this is going to happen because that's going to be the ejection onto Green. Once again, Onic PH is going to be following it up with a kill. Wise is the crucial linchpin here for the victory.
What's happening? Why are people sleeping right now? What, like they are giving away free stuff all over the map right now, and I think that should not happen in a championship caliber game. Maybe they just need to get some of that, get some of those juices flowing back here. But so far, from what I've been seeing, people need to kind of, get back into the zone here. But I gotta say, for the meantime, I feel like while this game is progressing, I feel like Sunsparks might be in the lead here. As much as I love the late game potential of Cecilion, especially in the hands of OI Venus, and of course carries Wise. Like you guys just saw it last game. It was crazy, right? The Bruno might say something different, right? I mean, we've seen Bruno's one hit or almost close to one hit people here, and I think that might be everything that Sunsparks is going for right here.
Yeah, I agree. If anything, Carrie and Bruno, they both have a time limit wherein if they hit the 9th, 10-minute mark, they should be 2 items in, and as long as they're 2 or 3 items in, they should be able to eliminate and melt everybody like butter. And it's all a matter of how well Onic Page and Sunsparks would be able to funnel that gold towards their primary cores here.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for here. Again, JP, there's a big difference between a carry and a Bruno. You know, carry needs to proc all of those light wheels in order for the damage to really sink in. But JP only needs 2. That's what we're gonna see here, though, as DLR might be in a bit of danger here. Jay is gonna be the one to be left behind. He's only level 4, cannot do anything. Another kill for Sunsparks. Is looking really good here so far for the Bruno.
Yeah, we're gonna have a slobber knocker here if both of these teams just keep on fighting left and right. If they continue this, it's gonna be hard to tell who's gonna get the initial spike in terms of achieving the items. And as I say that, Iakno and KLVJ gonna be in a bit of a scuffle. The Jeet Kundo will be knocking KLVJ up. Not gonna be a full commitment here, but Jay and Wise are gonna think otherwise. As I say that, oh my Venus, low on HP as Sunsparks try their best to salvage the top lane. They will not be able to secure the crab there, and Greed just pays a price for overstaying his chase there onto Oh my Venus.
Wave of the World really did some damage there, and combined with of course all of these firepower that we have on the side of Sunsparks, I'm actually a little scared here for Onic PH. So this early game might definitely just belong to Sunsparks all over, especially as long as they keep that buff on JP. If he has that red buff, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and all JP and Greed needs to do is just provide some damage. They don't need to burst anyone down right away. They just need to soften them up, soften them up and let the damage sink in.
And if you're looking at the composition of Sunsparks and Onic PH, well, wait, I will not continue that because there was an ejection there by Jay, not really converting it into a kill, but they do convert it into a turtle take. Wise, dangerously low, does not want that to happen. Reflecia and Kilowash are going to be able to survive there. There goes the Divine Judgment onto Dilar. Dilar's going to be paying the price there as Oh My Venus tries to pick up the pace here. Gives out a lot of damage onto JP. JP's on the back line. Dilar will be taking out JP. Complete disengage. All for the turtle buff. Iakno's going to be joining in on this fight.
Done yet? That's a 3-man knockup, but the follow-up damage is not there at all. So it looks like Onic is going to have to turn tail here with the rest of the team going for Reflecia, picking up the kill on the high loss. Pretty much needed. And now they're a little bit in the goal lead here, which is a huge comfort for Wise on the carry.
I kind of want to see how the gold lead is for Wise versus JP. As soon as the graph shows up so that we can get a sense of how effective the funneling is for both of these teams. But really, all for a turtle. That's a commendable feat for Onic PH. They did manage to secure the buff. It didn't last long onto Wise because immediately Sunsparks recognized that they need to immediately go for a carry so that she wouldn't be able to dish out damage onto the turtle. Looking at the replay, despite securing the turtle, just like what we said, Wise just overstayed this welcome. Reflecia and Kilowatt did a good job focusing out on Wise there.
Honestly, there was a time where Sunsparks, almost everyone was like below 20-30%, and I think that's the one here. And there was a small window where maybe if Onic was a little bit scarier. Oh, look at this! Another great Divine Judgment from KLVJ. Enables the third kill as we were just reviewing that. Whoa! With the dragon into the team. You know what? That's a great throwback. You know what? Iakno pushes Greed back to Onic. You know, maybe that's a little bit of a subtle hint. You know, maybe it's time to get back to where you belong. I don't know. Maybe. But as I was saying, this is exact. There were some moments where Onic PH could have done a cleanup, but they hesitated because of the lack of vision, and because of that, Sunsparks was able to get away with a very greedy play.
Very greedy indeed, and you know, it's been an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth type of gameplay here for Sunsparks and Onic PH. This bottom lane turret's gonna go down, but this tier 2 turret's gonna go down as well as KLVJ with a good Wave of the Dragon from Iakno. Tier 2 turret's gonna go down. Onic PH is still maintaining their monitor as the gods up macro because Sunsparks, they're barely struggling taking down this tier 2 turret here on the bottom lane. They're overstaying their welcome. Green is going to be taken out there by Wise. They're focusing all their attention here on the inhibitor turret. It's going to be forcing Sunsparks back, providing a lot of space for Onic PH to reestablish control over the map. As I say that, Kilowatt might be next in line here.
Power play here from Onic PH. They really muscled their way into the enemy. And one more hit. If the tank only survived one more hit, that's already inhibitor turret down at 6 minutes. Oh my god. These guys have to take it easy.
Sunsparks, they need to match the gods of macro. Onic PH really showing how much of a command that they have in this game. I'm gonna have to commend Oh My Venus for the calls and the rotates as well. If you're looking at the map most of the time, it's just Onic PH making sure that they're near objectives, and if there's any opponents standing in their way, they take them out, convert it into another objective take.
It's gonna be happening over and over again later on for sure. Now Sunsparks feel like they're on the back foot. Onic PH, despite having supposedly a kind of late game composition as well, they'll be able to do something here against Sunsparks with everyone being very, very visible on the map right now.
Except for D-Lar, who's just doing his job, making sure he's split pushing, dividing the attention of Sunsparks there.
This is part of what the panel
Next
was
turtle.
talking about as well. Like, comfort pick on D-Lar. Almost everyone in Onic got their comfort pick, and they're going with it, right? So, should be very interesting to see. Again, Turtle will go over to Onic. Very interesting to see how this game is progressing from a pretty Sunsparks oriented lineup.
Yeah. And there goes another eject on to Kilowatt, and Kilowatt will be falling down. No, Reflecia just in time
Whoa.
with the glorious pathway, and Onic PH may have just bitten the wrong spoon here. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, because that's going to be going down. It's going to be a trade though, as Reflecia almost falls down. Finally he does. Onto the hands of Wise. D-Lar's going to be in the back line, so has the sights. Gonna jump right in. JP's going to go down. Immortality's going to be popped there as well as the last Insanity. Kilowatt on his own in a 1v2 here over to the top lane. I don't think he's going to survive that. And this is going to be an easy push by Onic PH, eliminating that inhibitor turret.
Dude, what the heck? You see the power of D-Lord there? And even though Oh My Venus went down, did you see the amount of damage that he was putting on the map with just a lollipop? What do these guys have for breakfast? I want me some of that.
Don't make me hungry. I have not eaten because I am so hyped for this grand finals. But man, they are really making it work. They're putting in the work here. Onic PH, if you're going to be looking at Wise's worth right now,
Right.
he's 7,000. The rest of his team is at 5,000, 6,000. Sunsparks, they pale in comparison. But let's have a look at that fight again. Go through the blow by blow here. All of the knockup, all of the hold skills, man.
What Venus is doing whenever Sunsparks just goes together. I mean, they got a bit of answer, but overall, the cleanup, once it arrived, they could not actually convert into anything. And Kiluash, despite it looking like a really bad gank on Kiluash, they turned it around.
They turned it around, but they paid the price. That was a wipeout for Sunsparks, though. That's the, that's the wipeout for Sunsparks. Not gonna be feeling good about that, as the gold deficit right now is 6,000. Making sure that actually JP is not getting as much money as he wants.
And what they're doing to JP is actually pretty solid, but despite that, I feel like JP still has a lot of damage to give, as long as they can get into a good position. What's happening here is KLVJ and Reflecia, they're catching opponents, but the damage is just not enough. Maybe because, Onic PH's lineup is also just very difficult to keep on the ground. It's very difficult to keep them locked into one position for a long time. That's why JP can't get 2 hits on a single target.
Yeah, and the fact that Onic PH is also just trying to split the attentions here of Sunsparks, just split pushing. Sunsparks will not ever be in a good position to go into a team fight because they have to deal with either Iaknu or D-Lar split pushing the lane if they want to win.
And that's going to be happening over and over again. Oh my gosh. It's going to be Unstoppable Force onto Felicia. Forces the glorious pathway. Everyone is waiting, using that movement speed just in case of... Oh, my Venus! Oh, no! Oh, my Venus! What is this? What?
What? Look!
Sicilian! Did you...
Hello?
We need a replay of that later, please. What happened? I'm sorry about that. What happened there? Hello?
Hello? Venus?
Balance team? Balance team?
Hello?
So one hit, it went to 10% HP. I don't know who that was. He died right away.
Moonton, you guys better nerf Oh My Venus now because
Nerf Oh My
he's
Venus.
completely at 3-1 and 11. Completely unstoppable with that damage output, and Wise is just going to be coming up on top with just the pinwheels left and right. And this doesn't look like a Sunsparks game anymore. Onic PH, they're going in on a strong start here against Sunsparks. They're focusing on the turret, on the base. Reflecia won't be able to do anything else. Game number 1 is going to go to Onic.
I need a replay of that, please. Whoever's on prod right now, please replay on that last one. It wasn't even a team fight. It was just a pickoff. So you see, Oh My Venus is like really angry. Like that's how you one hit someone. It was funny.
Is it
That's how you one hit someone.
Is it even considered a pickoff? I think it was just a poke.
That was just a poke. It was not even like a literal pickoff. He just wanted to throw some bats on the enemy. The enemy caught it. The enemy almost evaporated. And what I'm gonna try to analyze later is how he got to that point where he was super strong. Itemization wise, nothing special for sure. Like if we'll see it later.
Okay, so I'm seeing it right now. Onic PH, they just ban out the Ling, ban out the Selena, Sunsparks. I don't really know why they didn't go for the Selena in that game number 1. It would have made more sense. But right now, Onic PH is just gonna straight up deny it. Sunsparks, what do they want? And Onic PH, they're really giving the priority to this carry pick and carry. As people say, as the people who, study the meta say, carry isn't a good hero right now. But Onic PH, they think otherwise.
Well, if we noticed for the past few days, even in the playoffs, whenever a Claude is banned, the carry is the usual go-to because I think that is one of carry provides really this huge ability to scale really quickly, especially in moments or in times that they actually need it. So. And besides, Wise with the hands of carry is really effective, especially even in the previous series. So why fix something that's not broken and the Claude being banned out? I think that is one of a common answer.
Yeah, as we close up the first phase of baking here, we did mention possibly the choke onto KillVJ is the most significant. And right now, we don't see them prioritizing that. We don't see them answering back because we see a hero for Kilowash. We see a hero for possibly Greed on that Popol and Koopa. It's a utility hero here. And this is JP's Kimmy. So I'm worried. KillVJ, he needs to get back.
I'm actually thinking that KillVJ will get that Kimi. He's the Kimi player of the squad. So I'm really leaning towards that. Onic PH, on the other hand, they still think that it's gonna go to JP, so they share the same sentiments as yours, Leo.
Mm-hmm.
They ban out the Esmeralda. They really don't want the Esmeralda, and that only means one thing: they're gonna go for Uranus this time around. And it makes sense because if you're gonna put the Uranus in front of a Kimi and they're equal in terms of items, defensive items on the side of Uranus, offensive items on the side of Kimi, it will all negate out. The damage isn't that high. And you just delay the Kimi from dealing damage. You just stay in front. It's literally like a Lolita, but with less damage.
A little chunkier too because you have the output while you're taking it. You have the output because the Lolita doesn't hit back while the bulwark is up.
Team is picking.
Oh. So, of course, the Sicilian will be respectively banned by Sunsparks right here. But
Mm-hmm.
for the final picks of Onic Page is going to be the Farsa and X-Borg to really complement the first three
Oh
picks of Onic
no.
PH. But, oh,
Butters, I think you're right. They may have pulled a bait and switch here as we go.
If we're gonna be looking at this as the trend, I don't know who really is gonna come out on top, because at the end of the day, just like what the panel said, there is a bait and switch happening left and right.
Yeah.
Will bait and switches happen throughout the entire day? We don't know. But this is game number 2 in a best of 5 series between Onic PH and Sunsparks. For Felicia on that championship Kufra, we have to watch out for that.
Yep, absolutely. Considering they are going with a bit of a really all-in-your-face composition. Like right now, though, going down for first blood. That's Killuash. Now everyone else just trying to see if they can get back into position. Top lane is being pushed while all of that was happening, so maybe that's not such a bad trade after all.
Yeah, they're applying. Sunsparks is doing an Onic here by applying a lot of pressure on the turrets. But at the same time, Onic is just playing. At the same time, Sunsparks, not Sonic. Sunsparks. They are playing the Onic gameplay as they're rotating top to bottom, securing objectives. And as I say that, D-Lar is going to be the primary target here. No last insanity to save you. That's going to be Kill VJ, securing the kill onto D-Lar.
Yeah, you see what I mean? That could have easily been Wise on the Kimi and then Popol and Koopa for Venus. They would do exactly what you just saw there, right? I feel like that's basically what's happening here with the bottom lane, though. It's gonna be answered by Onic onto. Oh my god, look at Killuash having a hard time on the FAMs with Wise here to pick up the kill. Will they be giving it to him? It will be going over to Wise here, and Sunsparks are starting to really feel the effect of the counter push as well.
Man, you know the saying that my only enemy is myself.
Yep.
I think that's what Onic is seeing here, is feeling here, because we're talking about this over and over again. Sunsparks is playing the Onic game.
And literally the Onic lineup. So I don't know. But again, we do have Rafflesia once more on the Kufra. We can. I hate that we keep repeating that, but we have to highlight it because of how good he really is on there. But right now, look at that catch, the follow-up on the rocket, the kick by JP! Oh my god, that was beautiful. If only JP made it out of there alive. But otherwise, you are still doing that against Onic. They know how to punish when you get out of position, even for a split second.
Yo, that was crazy.
That
The
was
way
sick.
he flickered in and
that
went
was sick.
straight for the wave of the dragon. Oh, he knows the range.
Yeah, it was like clockwork, right? You know that you're gonna get someone hit with a Tyrant's Revenge. You know the rocket's gonna hit, and then you go for the flicker in. I mean, that's kind of also the way Yaknu plays the show as well, so no surprises there. Killuash, though, suffering from the Feathered Airstrike. Going for the last one. You can't do that to the Queen. You can't do that to the Queen. You can't play around and expect to win. Right now, though, Green is in the middle of the fight once more on the Vocal Koopa. He's going to go down really quickly here through Wise and on the killing spree. D-Lar following suit. Up on the, right behind them. Wow, blow by blow. Answer for answer. Onic PH and Sunsparks. This is hot.
There is a 400, 500 gold difference here from Onic and Sunsparks. I don't think that's significant enough. Despite the fact that Sunsparks is ahead by 2 kills, it's fairly even. But the main concern here is that Wise is ahead of the pack. 3,000 gold on him. And Kimmy and Cho, they are sharing the gold. And I think this may be the problem from what we saw with Bren. During game number 2, during game number 1, where they didn't know who to give the money to.
No answers whatsoever. I feel like if you find yourself in a lineup with a Kimi, with a Popo, with a Cho, you can't expect the resources to be distributed, right? I think that's the word
Yeah.
we're looking for, which is not what you want to see. Right now, though, let's get Kiluash suffering again in the hands of Venus. Basically, oh my Venus, spanking Kiluash there for even showing himself on the map.
And Rafflesia really, despite being crowned the championship Kufra, I have not seen any good plays from him just yet. Aside from that mid lane play from him.
Yeah.
There goes the feathered airstrike. KLVJ is going to be able to take down D-Lar. The aggression is on here for Sunsparks. There goes the wave, the dragon, allowing them to just kill out these members of Onic PH. It is a 5v2. As I say that, Turtle's gonna be taken away, as well as his bottom lane turret. No doubt, Rafflesia dives in, forces Oh My Venus to fly away. This turret is gonna go down. Up next is a turtle.
That was a triple, and then a turtle, and then a tower. Man, Onic PH are being handed their butts here. Let's have a look at the replay here. As we do see, everyone was just being lined up like a neat stack of potatoes here. One by one they fall, and one by one they get crowd controlled for free kills. That would have been dead.
Almost.
That would have been a kill. That would have been. That's so easy. And KLVJ just having a fun time on this on the Kimmy.
And Rafflesia having a fun time on this Kufra as well. There goes the last Insanity by D-Lar. Not going to be dishing out a lot of damage, but his fire missiles are. Oh My Venus will go for the feathered airstrike, securing the kill onto multiple members here from Sunsparks. Getting a double kill of his own, and it's just going to be Green on his own, alive.
That's 4 people down right away. PH, they saw the play earlier and they thought, you know what? They should not be the only ones able to do that. Let's go ahead and pull something of our own. And they sure showed Sunsparks with that play. 4 people down. And that's going to be towers going down as well for the blue side. That's going to be a kill given over the Wise as well. And a tower, the gold suddenly back on Onic.
Yep, just a couple of hundred there. But looking back at that fight, Rafflesia, the patience from him, the patience from Onic PH as well. They're not committed to pulling all the triggers just yet, making sure that it's a prime location for Oh My Venus to pop the feathered airstrike, dealing the most number of damage. Just waited for the last insanities there.
Like the confidence of Venus as well. Like usually you would just see, you would always see Farsa just, hang around, clear the waves, with the feathered airstrike. That's what you usually see, but no. Oh My Venus says, I'm gonna show these guys how to do some damage. Go straight to the heroes right away. No need to clear, no need to go on other lanes. They want to team fight, and they're doing that right now as well.
Yeah, a lightning truncheon will just slowly amplify the damage here for Oh My Venus. We may see another Sicilian type of build here from Oh My Venus. We don't know. Well, as I say that, Rafflesia dives in. There goes the glorious pathway in the backlines as Sunsparks try to win out this fight. It is our 1-4-1 trade, chasing down KLVJ. KLVJ finally goes down, and this is D-Lar trying to survive this onslaught. He's surrounded. Iyaknu ejects Kilowatt so that he remains safe. Immortality's gonna get popped. Last Insanity is gonna be forced to run away. Manages to barely survive there as JP secures a kill, and that's a wipeout on Onic PH.
Wipeout, and oh my god, I think I know where that went wrong. Man, did you see how long it took Iyaknu to reach that team fight? And when he reached the team fight, who did he go for? He went for the Tams. You don't do that. You can't fight Tams 1v1. And that's what he tried to do. See, maybe Tams' ultimate is down, but no, it didn't actually happen. Let's have a look at that again. Nice engagement on the KLVJ. I was super scared for KLVJ there for a second. But as usual, Rafflesia to the rescue, allows KLVJ to survive for long enough that his team already had a huge lead. Like, look at that. Yakno goes for the back. Kiluash doesn't care. You know what? Should have only just went for the help on the D-Lar. Maybe something else would have happened. Maybe Greed would have died. But he went for the FAMs. And that's where, in the end, they lost it so badly. Turtle, and then Tower, and then all the gold from the farm.
Yeah. Once again, the gold is swinging back to the side of the Sunsparks. And really, it's not... If if this keeps on going, where Onic PH is just grabbing the bait from Sunsparks, we are really going to game number 3 with a tie series.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the case here. I think Sunsparks might just have enough confidence to take this back from Sunsparks. No more reefing. Oh my god, Wise gets kicked back in, but will be able to at least do something else before he goes down. Yaknu with the unstoppable force into JP. Getting perfectly executed death brush there, almost. While all that is happening, look at the top lane. KLVJ with Raflesia puts Venus on the half HP with Kilo Ash, almost leading up the Queen. And that's going to be Raflesia with a perfect Tyrant's Rage into the wall. KLVJ having a field day on the Kimmy.
And he still manages to secure a kill under the last minute. KLVJ, currently sitting at 6-3 and 6, is now allowing Sunsparks to get the gold swing back in their favor, and I think this gold lead might just extend more and more as they start securing the Lord, apply a lot more map pressure. And again, this is how Onic plays the game, and Sunsparks is playing the Onic game, and I don't think Onic has any answers to this.
Dude, the Lord, you gotta answer the Lord. It looks like they decide not to. But I don't know how they're gonna defend against this later. You know what usually happens, right? On these Lord defenses, Farsa's gonna go full on nuker mode on the back foot, and then basically that's gonna be D-Lar using the last Insanity to clear up the wave and the Lord. After that, though, your team is super weak. So you already used your skills to clear the minions, to clear the Lord. That's the moment that Sunsparks will try to go for the kill. They're gonna go for you the moment this Lord goes to the tower. They have to be ready for it.
Be ready is Onic. Are they really ready here? Raflesia is ready to jump in. He's not gonna be committing it just yet. Feather Airstrike gets to be committing this onto the Lord. They managed to save down the middle lane turret. Top lane inhibitor turret is now in danger. HP still alive here. Koopa not really being instrumental in that fight just yet. Onic PH still has the superior wave clear to an extent here with Oh My Venus and Wise, and I don't think Sunsparks would be sieging up anytime soon. I feel like Sunsparks would be fighting Onic PH head on first before they can properly go for a siege here.
Saved by Oh My Venus' itemization, Holy Crystal straight from Lightning Truncheon enabled Oh My Venus to clear that wave with the Lord very, very quickly. So no immediate danger showed to Onic PH, but imagine if Oh My Venus didn't have that much damage. This would have been a completely different story.
Imagine if that was the Sicilian though.
Yeah, imagine if that was Sicilian. That's a different story. Maybe they could have actually went for the counterplay, but over and over again, we have to take note that there is a bit of a limit in Oh My Venus's kit, so you have to be careful on the timing. Now this could be a big push once more for Sunsparks, and Sunsparks, look at them. They're not confident anymore. They're trying to slowly get into position, then wait for Onic to make a mistake. But Onic, are they making mistakes right now? No, they're not.
Yeah, they're just abiding by the calls of Oh My Venus. Yeah, let's play it safe. Wait for them to push in. Weak counter initiate. That's how we fight. Do not overextend yourself. I think Onic PH is going to gun for a Lord play here, or a Lord steal for that matter.
You know, is that all you can hope for? But to be fair, while this game is progressing, while this game is going on longer, KLVJ is getting weaker on the Kimmy, right? And Wise is getting stronger. So you have to take note of that whenever you're thinking about the team fights. If you're thinking about the strategy of Sunsparks going for the late game, is that really the right call?
This is the perfect time for a Kimmy play. Like at this moment, 15-minute mark, that's it. Wise, he's just gonna be able to melt down the HPs of Sunsparks here without any problems. And look at this. Just 1,000 gold lead ahead of this Kimmy. Wise is not gonna care at all because he has the end of this battle. He has the golden staff as well. He's gonna hurt. He's gonna hurt anybody.
Almost complete item, right? So that's gonna be it. I mean, Wise, as long as he gets into the right position, He can do anything he wants, and that's what we're waiting for here. We're waiting for the perfect execution from Jay. Look at Jay. He's waiting. He's waiting for Sunsparks to show, and he knows that Wise is ready. That's why they want to go for the play. But it looks like Raflesia charging the Tyrant's Revenge kind of just scares Onic back there a little.
Yeah, just enough. They really respect Raflesia's Kufra.
So much respect for the championship Kufra. They're not even grouping up. They're not compressing together. They know bad stuff is gonna happen. It's been proven, right? Whenever Raflesia sees two or more people compressed together in one area, he goes for it. And Sunsparks always has backup.
Just like Goku, right? Every time he sees two, he just charges up.
That's true. However,
It's
no,
me-
again,
Jump. There you go. There goes the rage onto Jay. Not the best of targets here for Raflesia, but that's just enough for him to stop Onic PH in attempting to steal the Lord.
super duper fast Lord there. I don't think Onic expected it to be that fast. So instead of going for the answer, they just let the Lord get taken again, twice in a row. We're tied on kills, and I feel like this could still be any man's game. Although Sunsparks is 9,000 gold ahead, it doesn't really feel like it though, right?
Yeah. I mean, there comes a certain time in the game where the goal doesn't even matter anymore, right? But I have a question for you, Rockhard.
Yeah.
Do you think that they may just break the record that was set yesterday?
Oh, come on. Don't do that. Don't say stuff like that. You're scaring me. You want a 1 hour game? You want a 1 hour game?
The people wants the 1 hour. Hello, Commissioner. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Make it
people want a
entertaining.
1 hour game. Let's see here. As the Lord will go into the mid lane and top lane and the mid lane going. Sunsparks, they are using this as a diversion. That Koopa just biting into the tower. It goes down as well. And Onic PH, they're trying to answer, but Sunsparks is not letting them. Jay goes down as well to the power of KLVJ's Kimmy. Looks like Onic PH is getting strangled here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and this is the bottom lane inhibitor turret going down. Not a lot of gas left in Onic PH and Sunsparks. They are diving Onic PH here. No last insanity. No feather airstrikes available. Well, there you go, the feather airstrikes. Well, yeah, kind of off cooldown immediately as I say that. But when we go back there, Sunsparks will be choking out Onic PH here slowly but surely. They're choking them harder and harder as the minutes go by. Top lane turret is gonna finally go down. And this is it. We are gonna go into game number 3 with the tied series as Sunsparks still choke out Onic PH 1 by 1. This is it. Game 2 gonna go to Sunsparks. Wait, Jay?
Wait, Jay, he wants something to happen. Jay takes down Raflesia. Can they do it? Apparently not. That's gonna be it. Apparently, Sunsparks are going to be way off base, and you can imagine what Sunsparks was doing there, right? Literally having both hands on the neck of Onic PH. That is what I was going through my head there in that last exchange. Lord on the top lane was all it took, and that is what happens when you don't contest these Lords, especially Luminous Lords. They really bite you in the butt when the time is right.
Look at this. KLVJ, 126 damage dealt. But
Ooh.
to be honest, this is... I have to...
But one, if you notice, the show can really be a distraction and the initiator at the same time, and the Thams just staying at a sturdier pace and just goes in when it needs to be. So both teams utilized both of these heroes well, and this time around, I think Sunsparks is going to ban out the Thams right here.
Game 3 is set afoot, ladies and gentlemen. Currently 1-1. Sunsparks on the play. Onic gonna be responding. Already banned out in the first phase would be Popol and Koopa, Tams, Claude, and Ling for Sunsparks and Onic respectively. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Sunsparks here, they might be setting a trap. They first pick up the Kimmy, and I'm thinking they're playing on deception here. They once more might be going for a bait and switch.
I feel that right now, Sunsparks is just gonna go for this Valir and this X-Borg because they're preparing to get Hylos by the fourth or fifth pick. Because it makes sense. How do you fight a Selena? You do not wait for the Selena to keep on throwing arrows at you, and even with one lucky hit, you're already at a disadvantage, let's say. But when you have the high loss, what you do is you force engage. You get in front of the Selena as much as possible, you soak up all the damage, and that only means that Selena won't be a factor in the coming team fight. And that's how you deal with her.
True.
Right now, Onic PH, they're aiming to get a bit of map control back because they really lost it too. But the thing about it right now also is Popol and Koopa got banned, and it got banned by Sunsparks. So I don't know how Sunsparks will deal with the Vision game. Probably a Natalia again. I don't know. It's Greed's baby to be exact. So you never know. These teams they really have high hero pool. So it's up there. It's up there somewhere.
Yeah, could be. You mentioned how they both have a deep hero pools, but comfort still comes into play here. Comfort still is a factor.
Of course.
And now going into the second phase of banning, Cho respected here by Onic, so I think these two teams, they're on the same page. Tams and Cho wins games. Sunsparks taking out the Hanzo, because as you can see, Wide's still lacking a hero. I do agree, Butters. I do agree that maybe the Hylos is a priority here for Sunsparks, because they need to, instead of wait for that Selena, they need to just rush in, right? Trap her in the Glorious Pathway, and it's also a solid counter to the Esmeralda. But they might not care. They might just ride off of Championship Kufra vibes and just let Rafflesia do his thing.
Yeah,
It
because
makes sense. It
Yeah.
makes sense. Oh, say it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, because it's already efficient. It was witnessed already on game number 2 that the Kufra, with along with the traps that he could provide, can really also negate what Selena can bring, and that's like you're going to fight against a 4v5 if ever. So that kind of tactic will work for Sunsparks, but they might be opting for the Kaja pick here instead.
They locked it in. I'm at a loss for words because Kaja not exactly the best hero for Sunsparks. As you saw, they floundered with it in game 1. Here's a few facts while I'm waiting for you guys to cement your opinions as we wait for Wides here to lock in a carry. Thams in the grand finals, or as we are seeing it unfold here, Kilowash has a 6-0 record. Dilar has a 10-0 record. And Onic, they lose more games than they win whenever their opponent has it. So it's a 3-5 currently going into the playoffs and working. So with that being said, once more, Wise on that carry. It seems to be a comfort pick at this point. I need to ask y'all your opinions, your predictions, that is, for game number 3. Seeing the lineups, you give it to Sunsparks or to Onic PH?
Sunsparks, looking at their draft, it's really a force engage setup. I do believe that Kaja is the perfect fit here. They could have gone for the Hylos, but they are really, really good with playing the Kufra, Kufra-centric, as we call it, drafts. I just feel that Onic picked a lot of heroes here that really needs to move. What do I mean about moving? You have the Esmeralda and you have the Uranus, and if you cannot stack or you cannot steal the armor that you need, it's sometimes going to be detrimental to your clash capability. So with the Kaja, it's pretty sure that one of them is about to go down easily.
Yep. So is that a Sunsparks?
I'm gonna
or
go
Onic
with
for you?
Sunsparks. I'm gonna go with Sunsparks.
All right.
Sunsparks.
Okay. Thank you so much. Saya, real quick, no explanations. Sunsparks or Onic?
Let me go beyond the tides on it.
All right. I'll go Sunsparks because the championship Kufra, it's undeniable. Let's
Yeah.
go. Nomad and Rockhart, take us into the thick of things. Go ahead and call game number 3.
Who's gonna get match point? Who knows? It's the grand finals, and it's confusing to see because Onic, PH, and Sunsparks are playing at a level that we have never seen before in a grand finals. But We are going to be your shoutcasters, delivering you the play-by-play and the slight analysis while it unfolds. I am Nomad. Alongside with me is Rockhart. What do you think? Who do you think is going to get the match point here?
First of all, hashtag English stream best stream. Check that out
Hey.
later in the comment section. There you go. And of course, I feel like they're absolutely correct. I feel like, and you know what? This feels like it's almost reminiscent on game two's draft, right? So I feel like Onic wants to use the Kimmy, but Sunsparks is just taking it away from them over and over again. So I feel like Onic might actually have a hard time here once more. And the undeniable championship Kufra, what else can you ask for?
I can ask for a game 5 if that's something that Sunsparks and Onic wants, but a a lineup like this from Sunsparks, it's comfortable, it's safe, it's what they're used to, save for the Valor being picked up here by Greed, but nonetheless, it's still it's still the same lineup that Sunsparks has been winning time and time and again.
Hey, you know what? You cannot mess with what works for them, but at the same time, Onic, I feel like they feel like a punching bag. You know, Onic PH feels like there's a punching bag that we've been hit by this so many times already. Should we not be used to this already? Right? Should we not be already used to Sunsparks pulling this against us? So I feel like there might be some sort of resilience that Onic PH might start to build up. You know, something like immunity. And I can't wait for that to happen. However, right now, though, it's not looking like to be the case because there is tons of damage here from Sunsparks.
And if this entire game is gonna have to be solely reliant on Jay on that Selena. We've seen it before that Jay Selena is hundreds of times better than Shinbu Selena. But the Abyssal Arrows always connect, and sometimes that is how Onic PH capitalizes on the team fights. They catch somebody with the Abyssal Arrow, and then they just jump in. As I say that, Iaknu on the top side will be forced back on that Esmeralda.
Yep, that Esmeralda is going to take a long time to get activated, so that's not really a big threat right now against Sunsparks. And Iaknu, he's aware of it. So I really would have actually liked Iaknu on something like a Cho. Maybe Oh My Venus. Might be taking that role from him a bit too far. Right now, Jay, though, tries to go for that Selena arrow. Not going to be hitting. And, of course, forcing the flicker out of Rafflesia disables the Tyrant's Rage for a moment. But Sunsparks will be able to get something in return.
Man, at the end of the day, hard CCs are what matters here. In big team games that we're seeing. JP just caught a Wise with the Divine Judgment, and that just immediately went to his demise. What more so if Rafflesia had a Rage available for him to use? That could have been a twofer onto Iaknu as well.
And Iaknu obviously is, again, not going to be that much of a factor so far. What we're doing here, what we're looking at here is how fast is Wise getting to that gold break point. Because we have seen that, right? Earlier, I think game 1, we saw Wise go nuts when he got gold so early. What if that happens again? Will Sunsparks be ready to deal with it this time?
Oh, nice steal by Jay!
Okay. That is... Oh, what's happening? Okay. Okay, someone's getting edgy. You know, someone's getting edgy here. What's with the trigger fingers here? What's happening? Huh?
Pretend nobody saw that, but that's still the Rage on cooldown.
Yeah.
The cooldown timer's relatively fast, but Onic PH is comfortable knowing that there would be no Rages anytime soon.
I think the bigger thing is that they denied the turtle. Denying the turtle from this Kimmy is gonna be so big. Not to mention the XP that they lost, the gold that they lost, that is pretty solid. Not bad for the cost of one Abyssal Arrow.
Yep. That's like the most cost efficient Abyssal Arrow that we have ever seen in the history of MPL.
Yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna see if the Kimmy can keep up here.
Oh!
As the top lane will be pushed in, Kiluash is in trouble, going for the run, but not gonna be able to go anywhere. As Oh My Venus uses unstoppable force to get on behind.
Again, Jay with the Abyssal Arrow, able to connect onto Kilowash, and Onic PH just jumped him in the top lane. Abyssal Arrow once again connects onto Kaja, forces the flicker, gets the knockup with the revenge. The rage is actually committed, but Sunsparks retaliates with a kill of their own.
Okay, this is any man's game at this point. I feel like they are trying to really eke into each other's win condition. What's the win condition for Sunspark? Get KLVJ fat. What's the win condition for Onic? Try to see if you can get Wise in the proper position. See if you can get Yaknu fed. I know they're sharing resources right now, but if that happens later on in the game, they will have a huge advantage.
And that advantage, having two cores just simultaneously online, will just melt Sunsparks here because they are focusing a lot of the attention on the KLVJ. Yes, Sunsparks has a lot of capabilities to disengage, especially with Greed just knocking back anybody, and Reflecia just using his rage defensively even.
Yeah.
But that is if Iaknu goes online, because the flip side of things here is that Sunsparks, they have a lot of engaged potential here.
They do. They have all the engaged potential you want. But if they keep losing Kaja like that, that might be a problem. JP got taken out there, and Kiluash going 1v1 against Iaknu. Looks like even Kiluash can't really sustain the damage from Esmeralda for the meantime, so it's looking really good for Onic so far, despite being dead even on gold.
Man, this is the tightest game 3 that we can expect.
Super
It's 6 minutes in. Nobody is in the lead. Third pushes, yeah, that's Onic PH, but they're the gods of macro. But Sunsparks, they also know how Onic PH is playing this game. But as I say that, the Abyssal Arrow once again connect onto Greed. Greed will be forced to back off there as KLVJ goes in for the aggression. Searing Torrent, not going to be enough to take down Jay. Oh My Venus, though, force to flicker out.
Wow, Jay's skills on the Selena is quite amazing, isn't it? He's making hits even while they're on the run. So, I don't know. I'm gonna wait for more impactful Abyssal Arrows. But for the meantime, it will be, of course, Sunspark still in control of the mid lane with not that much of a gold lead. And if your Kimmy is not in the lead in terms of items, is he actually doing his job? That's my question.
I mean, at this point, I feel like KLVJ, if he's not doing his primary job, that's melting people. I have to get back to you on that because that was a good ejection onto JP. In the backlines, though, Reflecia went for the revenge. No rage is available just yet. Maximum charge is going to hit onto Jay. Your Abyssal Arrow connects left and right. So does my maximum charge.
Yep, that's going to be the revenge there. A quick one. Again, all through Reflecia's help as well. Beautifully done. Trill goes over to KLVJ. Oh my god, this game is going to get starting out of hand very, very quickly. That's going to be a big problem for Onic PH.
As we settle on over into the mid game, Sunsparks finally secured the second turret, equalizes the map control here. Mid lane turret is something that Onic PH wants, but they're being controlled real hard by Sunsparks here in terms of the rotations that Sunsparks has been doing.
Yep, because the problem is you don't see Wise joining them yet, because again, Wise doesn't want to really get into the fights just as of yet, right? Because he needs all the time. He needs a lot of items. Endless Battle already completed for the carry. So he has some durability, but not that much. KLVJ can melt him if he gets in the wrong position.
That turret melt in the hands of KLVJ. Kilowash manages to survive that 1v5. I don't know. It might be a base race that's happening here.
Oh,
Tier 2 turret is going to go down. Tier inhibitor turret is being focused on by Sunsparks. Is going to be forcing Onic PH to go back here. Dilar doing whatever he takes to make his team survive there. Flickered inside towards the base. Jay is not in a good position here. He almost fell down. That's the inhibitor turret going down. Sunsparks will have the edge in terms of pushing here in the bottom lane.
Dude, Sunsparks is so fast on the push. A moment of indecision, and look at what happened. Onic PH already lost a tower on bottom. That's a big problem. I feel like if Onic PH make one to two more mistakes, it might be game. So they need to really focus here. But how do you do that with just when you're scared every moment that Rafflesia's just gonna jump on your face? It's so hard to focus, man.
Man, for the first time in the game, Wise is behind KLVJ here. He's not maximizing it. He's not maximizing the goal that he's getting. And the focus that you've been mentioning is out there for Sunsparks. Onic PH is not feeling like they're focused at all.
Right now, they're all over the map. They need to do something really quickly. That's going to be pulled back in on the Venus. Force the flicker out of there right now. Yaknu doing damage, but taken out by the rocket. KLVJ going nuts right now on the front lines. Everyone is very, very low though, so Onic PH will be able to get reset on the Lord. Is arrow going to hit? Apparently not. That was pretty good, I would say, for Onic PH. I mean, they looked like they were passive, but when the moment they needed to, they had an answer.
Yeah, taking down Greed and resetting the Lord just buys them a lot of time to equalize the map control here. And we do see D-Lar focus, rotating over to the bottom lane, trying to shove it out in order to at least force Sunsparks to reply. But as I say that, we're going all out here on the Lord pit area. D-Lar's going to be joining in the fight. HP's low here. Jay almost falling down by the hands of KLVJ. Maximum charge is going to be forcing them all back. Lord is going to be reset once again.
Yep.
And they're going to be restarting this Lord take.
Round 2, ding, ding, ding. Here we go again. But this time, Onic PH is not in position anymore. Just like in Game 2, they are not going to contest this anymore. And if they keep doing this over and over again, you saw what happened. That's going to be a big problem. I wonder when they'll be ready. When is too late for Onic here?
If we see this reach the 15-minute mark and Wise still can't be an impact in the fight, that's the too late point. There's still time for Wise to bounce back in this fight, provided that he is always in a good position in terms of engaging freely in the backlines.
That can be... Yep.
That's a Killer Wash diving in. Over in the backline, so Oh My Venus, the suppress on the D-Lar is real. D-Lar is going to be forced back. Oh My Venus overstaying his welcome here in the top lane jungle. KLVJ falls down by the hands of D-Lar with that maximum charge.
Yep.
The Abyssal Arrow is going to connect.
Yeah, I think this should be a very, very easy take here for Sunsparks. Onic PH, they don't know what to do. They can't defend anymore. What is happening to Onic? They're so busy with the Lord, they're losing out on the rest of the map. Now it's going to be only the mid lane tower alive here. Can they sustain against this? It's going to be the pullback on the Venus. If he goes down, this could be a big problem. Their commander has fallen. Now where will they go?
They are not going to be going anywhere because this base, all the lanes are shoved towards their side of the map. Sunsparks, they're just going to be getting all the buffs that they can, clear up the camp so that they can get more items, and then go ahead and re-engage for the siege. Sunsparks, they are dominating. This is completely a Sunsparks game. The way that they have been controlling the map, the way that they have been putting Onic PH in a leash in their rotations.
Like everyone is just, everyone's accounted for. Right? On Onic, like, we know where this guy is. We know what Jay's doing. Even though he had a great early game against us, we're in the late game now. We're in the late game now. So I don't think Jay's going to do a lot more damage now that everyone's visible on the map. They're going to go for team fight, Nomad!
That is going to be detrimental for them. Oh My Venus dives straight in. Shouldn't have actually done that, but Iaknu will be able to secure the kill onto Greed. A mega kill onto Rafflesia. It is a 4v3. Onic PH in a tight spot here, but Jay secures the kill onto Kilowash, makes it even. That has to be the reset onto Sunsparks, but Jay is looking for more. JP almost falling down there by his hands. Reflecia charged up the revenge just in case he does dive in. Complete disengage. Onic going for a death. That's the kill, PJ. And that is going to be another one as Reflecia goes down by the hands. And the Immortality's going to get popped there. Wise is going to be able to finally take that out. The Minion Waves are pushing in though.
Championship J, this is what Onic needs. They are doing what needs to be done. Pick off KLVJ. Finally, a great Abyssal Arrow from Jay gets them back into the defense of their base. Now they can do something about this. Lord will be up in 40 seconds. They can get into position around the map. What will they do with the time they're given?
Man, they need to make sure that they account for every position that Sunsparks is at right now. They don't want to overstep their boundaries and get taken out. Even one member falling down for Onic PH will be detrimental for them. Even considering the fact that not Oh My Venus, but D-Lar is stuck in a, yeah, I'm gonna take care of the base, guys. You guys go ahead and go for the Lord type of role.
That's basically it. And now 3 seconds on the Lord. This is it, right? Someone's on the base. He's defending. He can probably follow soon. And they're gonna go and wait. This is the waiting game. Who makes the big mistake here? We'll have to wait and see as they're now getting into position around the Lord.
That is the big mistake there. As Iacnu gets Divine Judgment, he'll be able to at least buy time for his team to reposition. But he still gets taken out. That's still money going into their side. Oh My Venus spots out Kilowatt. Kilowatt is going to be forcing out the Flicker.
All right.
That's going to be the Lords being started up as well.
Yep, the Lord is going to be a bit reset again. We have to start counting the Lord resets because I don't think they're decisive at all to do anything at this point. They're scared as well. Sunsparks is starting to really feel the pressure here because they know, they just saw that Jay can do miracles on the Selena. If they make one wrong mistake, they're gonna go. And that might be it. So Sunsparks, they're like, all of their eyes are wide open, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they are right now.
Eyes on the Lord now, though. Sunsparks is making it work. Wise takes down Greed. Lord is going to be secured. The Divine Judgment is going to be applied onto D-Lar. D-Lar is going to be forced back here as Onic PH tries to push forward and force Sunsparks in the back corner. But that is not going to happen. The Lord is going to be pushing up over the top side, and Onic PH has to respond to that. Their base is wide open. Super Minions are pushing in on the top and the bottom lane. And we do see the rotation coming in from Onic PH right now.
They're going to go in and cut off the Lord before he can do any good damage. That will slow down the Sunsparks push. But don't forget, minions are going to be big from mid, top, and bottom. So they still have a lot to answer for giving over that Lord.
As you say that, actually, Kilowash is going to be dueled here by Wise. Not the wisest of choices here. Mid lane, though, KLVJ and JP in a bit of a scuffle here against Oh My Venus, D-Lar, and Iacnu. As Onic PH is being forced to back off of that engagement because the minion waves are too big to handle.
Too big right now. That is a problem, so they can't push out. I mean, they can defend this, right? They can be able to defend. They're strong. But the problem is, how do you push out? Do you just let this game go longer? I think that's a call for Onic. You know why, Nomad? Because KLVJ, he might be starting to fall out in terms of firepower as the game progresses.
And Wise is sitting at a pretty comfortable 3-1 and 1 scoreline here compared to KLVJ with 4-1 and 5. It's not that big of a difference, so to speak. The goal lead is just 3,000 despite Sunsparks being just opening up the base.
Yes. But they're not even marksmen, right? Kimi is an early game, Carry's a late game. So we still don't know whether or not this is going to look the same when you reach 30 minutes, which is, I think, the plan here for Onic. I'm not sure, man.
Yeah, we're reaching the 18-minute mark, the longest game that we have so far in this series. The only thing that I see here for Onic PH is that, D-Lar is pushing the side lanes, gives his team a lot of space. He needs to keep pushing this lane because if Onic PH decides to fight within their base in order to control the minion waves, they need to make sure that there's only one lane pushing in.
Yeah, one lane pushing in, probably going to be the comfortable defense, right? But the problem is Sunsparks are not gonna be able to do that. Oh my god, is this gonna be big? D-Lord got caught by the Divine Judgment. That is 4v5 for the next 40 seconds. Oh man. Alright. So there's a chance here. There's an opening. And I think every opening that you have as Sunsparks, you need to take it. Right? Because again, KLVJ, later on, he's going to be super vulnerable. As you can see, he's getting hit by arrows. He goes to half HP. That's how vulnerable Akimi is in the late game. He has to be very careful.
I like what Iaknu's trying to accomplish here, just playing it as safe as he can. JP spots out Iaknu though as he checks the brush, forcing him back. Iaknu is on the hey, I'm gonna cut the lanes type of job. Just so that the pressure is not gonna be on the side on our team whenever Sunsparks decides to end it.
I'd say that that's pretty smart, right? I feel like Iaknu's just gonna go loco later on as well, because even though he was like off lane earlier and his farm was super slow, he's kind of activated. He's almost full items here. Actually, I think he is. He's already full items here, so you know what? This is scary. A lot of late game heroes on Onic PH as well. You have to take note of that.
Yeah, let's keep an eye out for Iaknu later on completely. If he's gonna be diving in, that's a question. It's the fact that Onic PH doesn't have a good initiate that seems to worry me here for Onic PH, because Sunsparks, they got Reflecia, they got JP to just start the fight anytime that they want to, and even then, JP is the safest initiate that Sunsparks can ever have. They just pull anybody, and then that's already a -1.
Problem is, Onic, they know this as well, right? They know that every time you see JP, just back, you know, and we'll prolong this game. Now, Oh My Venus is a ward. Someone's a ward here on the side. He's trying to catch KLVJ. He's a little far though. This is curious. This is weird. Will this be successful though? Let's wait and see. They see it. Greed found them out as well. KLVJ, oh my Venus, where are you going? Looks like they'll be able to back off for the meantime, but Iaknu waiting behind. Keep your eyes on Iaknu, man. This could be the guy who turns this around.
A Lord Seal would be a very good thing for Onic PH here at this point. It's gonna at least take down the top lane inhibitor turret.
Least, right? But again, how long is that going to take? Is it even possible? What are the chances? What's the percent that they can steal this once more, right?
I think it's at a
20% minimum if they try to go for it. But Iaknu's pretty... What? Is Iaknu okay? Can someone wake up Iaknu? He's been there for a long time now.
I think he's waiting the patience play. He's waiting for an opportunity to dive into the backlines. He is diving into the backlines right now as we speak. Look, Iaknu's still healthy. Sunsparks, they're not healthy at all. Reflecia, Immortality's gonna be popped. And Onic PH kind of won that. It's that duel against Export. That's an opening for Onic PH. He's gonna be forced to go for a back.
Oh, Iaknu, he wants to go in. He is going to be denying the flicker out of Reflecia. That is 120 seconds that you don't have a flicker on the Kufra. That is a window, Nomad. This could be it.
This is going to be the Lord being secured by Onic PH if ever the steal's not going to happen. JP trying to dive in with the Ring of Order. Not going to happen just yet. Oh, my Venus doing a good job just zoning everybody out. Mid lane turret is going to be destroyed here by the minion wave for Onic PH, but they have the Lord. Lord's going to start marching over the top side, sacrificing their life. D-Lord almost getting taken out, and they're going to be backing off.
Making the ultimate sacrifice, the ultimate distraction play on top lane. I bet because of what happened to Kiluash on top, everyone on Sunsparks is like, wait, don't fight! I'm low! you know what I'm saying? Don't fight, I went down. That is the big call there, which distracted Sunsparks. So instead of trying to steal the Lord, they got full control of it.
Gotta commend D-Lord there in that fight.
Man. Jesus. Alright, so looking good here so far for Onic PH. They finally got control of the Lord, and now they are going to be the ones to start the coming team fights. Who will be the first victim? We'll have to find out. Because forget, Felicia's flicker being down, it's such a big deal.
Yeah, and look at the positioning of Onic PH here. Look at the map and see how Onic PH is playing this now. They have the Lord. They know that the Lord is going to be pushing on the top side, so they're making sure that they're zoning Sunsparks away from the side of the Lord. While that's happening, the Lord is just going to split push, just doing the big macro plays that Onic PH is known for.
Dealer's already pushing on bot lane. They can get at least one tower. Actually, two. If this works, that Lord is very, very tough. Look at KillVJ. He's having such a hard time working with that Kimmy.
This is a throwback to what happened in Season 4. Inhibitor turrets left for both of these teams. Man, I'm looking forward to see what the outcome is. It's hard to tell because Sunsparks, they know how to play this game well, as well as Onic PH in terms of the macro. But as I say that, diving in left to right, Yaknu goes for the Falling Star, but not actually catching anybody there. Felicia, though, dangerously low in HP. Last Insanity is not available, but not going to be committed just yet. The big team fights are what matters. And as I say that, DLR secures the mid lane turret. Top lane inhibitor turret is dangerously low on HP, and DLR is going to be pushing that as well.
They are having a hard time. Sunsparks cannot walk out the base. All of a sudden, the tables have turned. Oh my dear. That is really, really scary for Onic to be able to make stuff like this happen coming from behind in a big way. Wow, Onic PH. Seriously.
That one play by DLR. Hey, let me just split push you guys. You guys can handle the rest. Yeah. I got Killer Wash, and then they get the Lord, and then they get multiple turrets down. Even the mid lane inhibitor turret.
So, they removed the buffs from Sunsparks. What's next? KillVJ, no buffs, no turtle, no nothing. Oh my god, oh my Venus wants to go for the fight though. Everyone is a little bit low. Oh, they want to go for it. Wise goes down though. That is big. JP, get the gate, they'll be taking that out as well. But someone is behind enemy lines. D-Lar still survives. Pops Immortality will get a double for JP. On the PH, they're losing a lot of members here.
They're oversaying they're welcome there, but Jay does secure the kill. Immortality is going to get popped, and I don't think Jay's going to be able to survive this. As KillVJ secures that kill, it is a 2v4. Onic PH did not want that to happen to them. It's crucial that they stay alive as long as they can. And now this just allows Sunsparks to equalize the map priority here and start shoving the lanes again.
26 minutes, man, and JP locked in a Holy Crystal on the Kaja. Like, everyone is on full damage mode right now. How could Onic lose such a big advantage on that fight? Oh
and
my
now,
God.
this mid lane turret is gonna go down. It's just gonna be the base. It's Venus and Wise trying to defend this with the best of their abilities. Cutting the minion wave, though, that is what Venus did. So buys a lot of time for the respawn.
Oh my god, and now it's their buff gonna get stolen here really quickly. Oh my god, that's a bit... Oh wait, nope, D-Lar got it. Oh no, actually no, KillVJ did get it. And now it's Lord number 3, boys! Lord number 3 in a 27-minute match here. Sunsparks versus Onic. What is the play here for Onic PH?
Shove the lanes. Just shove the lanes. That's a lot of pressure that they don't want. Winions are a thing in Mobile Legends.
I know, man. Sunsparks is actually just capitalizing on mistakes of Onic PH, right? That is what's happening here. And somehow, I'm a bit scared for Onic, but look at what they're doing right now. Look at where Onic is on the map. They are baiting Sunsparks to go for it.
Yes. They did go for a bait. The Abyssal Arrow's not going to be connecting onto Greed. It's not a winning fight for Onic PH if Oh My Venus falls down. Immortality is going to get popped. Last Insanity in the backlines targeting waves. Wise, I mean, HP's low here for both of these guys, but Sunsparks coming out on top. Currently a 1-for-1 trade, making a 1-for-2 trade as Onic PH manages to survive that fight. I don't know how they managed to survive it. Now they're going to be starting the Lord. There goes another Abyssal Arrow connecting onto Greed, though.
They're not done. They want to fight. They got the target that they want. But KillVJ took out Venus. Who's going to be next? Greed goes down as well. Iaknu is so scary on the Esmeralda, man. Oh, man. And the base is undefended. They got to be careful here.
This is how Onic PH is struggling. The minion waves are inching closer and closer towards the base. They don't want the same scenario that happened to them during game number 3 in season 4.
Yeah. Oh, man, that brought back war flashbacks for me right now. KLVJ though, he is proving that I'm not done with the Kimmy yet. What are you talking about? It's 30 minutes. I can still do some good damage. That's what he's doing right now. KLVJ, despite being super behind, he's 22k. All damage items, pure mage mode. Look at the itemization, man.
Man, that's melting. Even a piece of butter in Mars is going to melt with that amount of pure damage that Kimmy has.
Yeah, it's just tons of damage, you know? Oh my god, this is gonna be a big problem here for Onic. I feel like they might be a little behind now if they want to go for a take. And now they just have to be. All Sunsparks needs to do is be careful of Jay's Abyssal Arrows, and they might be golden.
Mm-hmm. It's crucial as well that Onic PH catch KLVJ the soonest that they can. The problem there is that KLVJ, if you're seeing it, if you're watching it closely that right now, is surrounded by the beefiest boys that Sunsparks can ever produce.
I got bouncers, son. You see these? You see these boys? And JP, don't forget, JP is full damage on this Kaja already. You cannot ignore the Ring of Order anymore. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing that you get Divine Judgment. It's another thing when you get Divine Judgmented and Ring of Ordered and half of your HP melts.
Yeah. That's something that I hope, I don't know, maybe Onic PH won't remember, I think that's what Sunsparks is trying to do. They're switching builds so they can, they can really surprise Onic. But looks like it's gonna be Kiluash who is surprised by Yaknu. Flicker in the follow-up into the X-board. That's 4v5.
Opening.
Oh my god, that is a huge opening.
And as that's happening, D-Lars pushing the top side lane again, and this is allowing Onic PH to secure the lure without any problems. A bit nice connection on the Abyssal Arrow onto Rafflesia too. Stops the rage from coming in. I mean, the revenge from coming in. As the Lord is now being focused on by Onic PH. Reset might actually happen. Oh my Venus gets the eject onto Rafflesia. Pops the immortality. Manages to survive there.
Oh my god, the arrow connects. Rafflesia is stunned up. Everyone is going down in Sunsparks. The flicker in by Venus. Big mistake. No one is caught in the ejector, and I think this will still be Sunsparks with the defense, but they might have to concede Lord.
They have to concede Lord. If they try to contest this, it's gonna be the game.
God, this is a big problem now. Let's see though, what is Onic PH going to do with this huge advantage? Can Sunsparks defend? Can Sunsparks fight? Now the tables have completely turned.
Yeah.
They will be the ones on the defensive here.
And man, what's gonna happen here is that the Lord's gonna be marching in the mid lane. The HPs of both top and bottom inhibitor turrets are low. Onic PH can decide to just split push and not walk with the Lord.
That's true. They can just let the Lord in the mid lane. It's probably still gonna reach the core, the base, right? So who knows what kind of damage Onic PH can do with the advantage that they have right now.
Man, we're on the road to breaking the record though, because Sunsparks doesn't want to let up. If what we've been talking about in the panel for the past couple of days is true, Onic PH is a momentum-based team. They need to get this game.
They do. They try to give them the momentum, and there's like a 70% boost in chance. I made that number up. Don't quote me on that. But there is a great chance that Onic PH will get ahead. Now the big minions are going to be there. Ooh, look at that arrow. Makes a really big dent. But then again, it's going to be just Sunsparks defending on the mid lane as well as the top. Who's going to go in first? It's going to be up to the wave control of Onic. Can they control the wave so it all goes down at the same time? We'll find out right now.
The Lord's gonna be diving into the backlines, forcing Sunsparks back. Top lane inhibitor turret's gonna go down. No lanes pushing in for Sunsparks. All the lanes push towards Sunsparks base. Bottom lane inhibitor turret is not going to go down anytime soon as KLVJ and others manage to save that. Lord is the next possible objective here. But I just have to say this. Sunsparks is not a stranger in this situation.
We have been here before, time and time again. We have turned things around like this. Are we going to be scared? I don't think they will be. So we'll have to wait and see though, as we are heading into 35 minutes of this game right now, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready to see the final team fight for this matchup?
Is this going to be the final team fight?
Is this going to be the final team fight? Is that how they did it? Is that how you said it?
Yeah. Is this going to be the final team fight? I think that's how Shinbu said it. Yeah.
And then later on, Wise is he's gonna go for the Phantom Step.
Yeah,
It's so
we're
funny. We'll see that
happening.
later. We'll
Yeah.
see that later, okay? We'll see that later, by the way. Don't mind us, guys, because this game is just really going all out. They want to break records here, but it's like there's going to be a big one here around the jungle. For Sunsparks, they're getting invaded on. That buff is going to be pretty big. The cooldown reduction will be massive. Yaknu's in the middle and everything. He's going to go down. Immortality will be popped. And Greed is thrown on the back line. Damage is real here for Wise. He is free hitting. Felicia cannot stop him with the Tyrant's Rage. But KLVJ will be able to push D-Lar back with the Kimmy.
Oh, Wise diving in. Did not want to dive in there. Death timers are too high here for Onic PH. But there goes my Venus trying to go for ejection. Overstaying is welcome there.
Why?
This is a big wave here in the bottom lane.
Oh my god, Yaknu or Jay, one of you have to back right now or else Sunsparks is going to hunt you down. Because they'll be able to make it out anyway. Good thing Kiluash and JP didn't just hunt them down.
Oh,
Well-
these are chunky boys.
Wait, big chunky boys on the bottom that are free tanks will be cleared up by Yaknu, but mid lane is still available.
Oh.
That's gonna be the last insanity on to Yaknu. He goes down. KLVJ's unstoppable. They wanna go, they wanna finish it, and they probably can.
But as I say that, JP stationed slow on HP and they're focusing it. Sunsparks, they are on match point. One more game away and they're gonna be your first ever back-to-back champions here. The pressure is on for Onic PH.
One more game. Now, RIP momentum. That's what's happening here right now for Onic PH. RIP momentum. Where are you gonna get the power to push through here on game 4? Will they be the ones to turn this around this time? Will we have a game 5? So many questions that need to be answered later on, Nomad. Oh my god.
I do not want to be one.
Couple in Koopa.
So for the first pick of the side of Onic PH, they will be hovering, actually locking in rather the Valir, which is good because it has a good pushing abilities that could, either start a fight or actually disengage depending on the situation. So they also locked in the Hanzo right here and alongside the Cho.
Sunsparks gonna go ahead and take. Here is some insight from.
If you're gonna put it aside Ling, then probably is going to be the flavor side of Sunspark.
The cash in for Sunsparks, if you will. Because Butters, you were looking for the Sicilian cash in. Not sure if it's going to show up here for Onic PH, but Sunsparks, if it is a war of visions you're looking for, then they got it in that Natalia. Hopefully going to go on Baloy, Greed. I'm hoping that it's on Greed, but Onic PH, they are now in a position to lock in their final hero, and it is indeed going to be the Hylos. Now, Sunsparks waiting on their final hero. I need to ask you, is this another KLVJ Kimmy? I think they're gonna ride this wave. Oh, bro, once more! This could be the final game. This could be the last game.
No. Okay,
My God. Okay, just go, Saya, just go.
I expected that Onic PH would be a little bit more, respectable in terms of the Kufra because during the games,
Respecting, yeah.
respectable,
Polite.
respecting, yeah. I mean to be, to really ban out the Kufra right here, at least to ease up the options and to increase.
Be it. Good luck.
4. Now, I think, man, I can't wait to see what's happening.
Hands of Rafflesia here in this matchup. I don't think it's spots out where the OG is in disregard to the Numa Yay that Hanzo has. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard here for Greed to spot that out. But then again, Sunsparks, this lineup is far superior than what Onic PH has. Notice the slight I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many counters that Sunsparks already got. Aside from obviously Greed, he can easily hunt down Wise on his Hanzo, right? It's so easy for him. He doesn't even need to bat an eye. And the offensive capabilities of Sunsparks with Kill VJ once more on this Kimmy. The muscle memory is still there. It's fresh from last game. Championship Kufra already for Sunsparks. I would say the draft, no sugarcoating it, it is against Onic. But the sign of a champion, Nomad, can you overcome these huge obstacles that are in front of you? If you want a chance to be called the champion, the best in Mobile Legends here in the Philippines, these are some of the things that you need to be able to overcome.
And overcoming this might be the case because Oh my Venus is gonna get knocked up. Nice revenge there by Rafflesia. And again, you have to ban out the Kufra. You don't want things like that happening to your team, don't you? And as I say that, the ejection by JP catches D-Lar, but that's going to be the first blood on to kill VJ, picking off All My Venus there. Greed low on HP, managed to survive by the skin of his teeth there. As I say that, Iaknu in a scuffle against Rafflesia takes him out. Kilowash is going to be here. The shadows of Wise is going into the back lines, targeting Kill VJ. Kill VJ managed to survive that. Greed's going to be backing off, and this is going to be a reset by both of these teams.
So that's one way to stop Greed from hunting down Wise, get him low, right? Deny him all of that demon blood, enable Hanzo to just use it in a very far corner of the map, and then you can take team fights on your own. But there is a weakness to doing that, by the way. Demon blood on Hanzo runs out very, very quickly. So you need to time it perfectly if you want to make the Hanzo effective.
And the fact that Wise's Hanzo is just going to be used primarily to take down Kimmy or kill VJ. That's the concern here.
Oh, look at that. Man, they got a lot from that. JP is on the back line doing the pretty good damage, and oh my Venus, it can't say I'm just a support. I got damage, says oh my Venus. Takes him out with that Valir.
And now Wise might just go down as well as Greed secures the kill onto that lone Hanzo.
There you go. It's starting, boy. It's starting. That is where it all falls down. So now it's going to be up to Onic. How do they recover every time Wise goes down? Apparently, it's Oh My Venus with a follow-up damage with Iaknu's great help from the Way of the Dragon. Now they can probably go for Turtle.
Yeah, and patience is going to be the name of the game here for Onic PH specifically. They don't want to overcommit any team fights onto Sunsparks because they have beautiful counter engagements here.
I think counter engage is all they need to do, and they're actually in a pretty good position as long as they don't get wiped out right away by the Demon Numa, right? That is the only thing that is stopping them from doing that. So now, what is going to be the move here from Onic? Do we want to prolong this further? Can we hunt down KLVJ before he does things like this? Look at the damage output! Takes out Jay so quickly with Wise doing some counterplay here on the Hanzo.
Man, Wise is not gonna be none the wiser if he overstays his welcome there. He is gonna be on the top side will try to steal this. That is what Iyaku's gonna try to do. Turtle is gonna be stolen. At what cost, though? At the cost of another kill onto Greed. Iyaku's gonna be backing off.
Up. Gonna be Yaknu backing off. Oh my dear lord! That is a great flicker in, but Rafflesia gonna be locking down Venus, but looks like he's gonna be left alone. Where are my teammates? Apparently, Rafflesia doesn't need that much power. And now, KLVJ, no ultimate, gonna be able to at least do some scaring off here. There goes the rocket! He was waiting for it! It went on cooldown. Dilar went a little bit too far in, and now it's... What a messy exchange from our players here.
And D-Lar's not even tanky. He prioritizes the immortality first so that he can contribute more to the team fight. He's not going to be sustaining a lot of... he's not going to be taking a lot of hits in this early stage of the game.
Yep, absolutely. That's what he's going to be doing there, right now. So, what's going to be the call here? My friend, what's going to be the call? Can Greed catch him again and again and again?
It's
no, make him scared to go out, right? Make him scared to go out. I think that's going to be a call.
And the backstab was just good. Procs the passive. Manages to take out the Lord in a matter of seconds. And I think Kilowash might just be overstaying his welcome because Wise is going to be summoning the Numas once again.
Numa, yay! Wise is doing it. He's getting something back for his team. However, of course, Tower will fall in the mid lane. Dodger. You can just hear them call. You can just hear Venus stand from where he's sitting with that one. But of course, Yaknu's been on the top lane, by the way, really doing a lot of work here for... let's have a replay on that, because right now, that is a beautifully played call, I would say, on DLR. He was put on so much pressure. Kaluwash doing a great job. He takes the tower on the back foot of that. But what do Onic do? They get him compressed, and they let the demon do its job.
The Numa Yace here. Making it work, and this is how Wise will slowly go online. He is ahead by 200 gold, not significant on this Kimmy, but he's still ahead nonetheless. There goes the Glorious Pathway in order for them to secure the kill on the KLVJ to gang up on Rafflesia. Rafflesia does not have revenge available. He's gonna go down. This turtle is open. Natalia is gonna be in the back lines trying to look for Hanzo, but Dealer spots him out. That exclamation point is gonna be more than enough.
Again, those, Dealer actually has a great tool to deal with that. That X-Borg fire missiles are actually great at spotting out the Natalia, so Greed, he's not gonna have an easy time, but when you go for the offensive, that is when you succeed. They take down the Hanzo. They get more than they bargained for. Now JP, he's in danger.
He's in danger. He's gonna go down. He's gonna chuckle.
In danger. I'm in danger.
And
something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. And the turtle is gonna go down. Might be stolen. KLVJ does not have the maximum charge available. Turtle's gonna be secured by Onic PH. Here comes the team fight. Rafflesia diving in. He's gonna be forced back, but Kilowash is gonna be diving in with those sights, taking down Jay.
The missiles almost take down the Yaknu. He's gonna be alive though. So everyone else in Onic PH, they're still fighting. They're keeping a distance, but KLVJ is still pretty much far from being stopped.
Look at this. The lead is now going, getting bigger and bigger here for this Wise versus KLVJ lineup. But consider this. Onic PH is relatively even in terms of money compared to how Sunsparks is right now.
Yep, Sunsparks is, of course, pretty much in a very tight spot here, considering they're supposed to be the ones who are super strong in the early game, right? Because they have the Kimmy. They have a lot of early game power tools, even JP on that, on the Jawhead. So I'm a bit curious why they're being pushed back here this much.
I mean, it's just because Onic PH is just systematical in terms of going in for the counter engages. But as I say that, this counter engage is not going to be worth it for Jay. Glorious Pathway is going to be popped in order for Oh My Venus to escape.
Greed?
Here comes the Numa once again. Greed might be overstaying his welcome. Greed might just fall down. But he does take down Jay before he falls down by the hands of Wise. D-Lar low on HP once again. It is a 1-for-2 trade. Onic PH still coming out on top of that, despite looking a bit sketchy in that counter engage.
I feel like the problem is that Greed is looking for other targets. I think he's not focusing on the right targets so far. He needs to get in a position where you need to just work on Wise, right? I feel like that's been the position of a lot of people who have been using Natalia, especially if you're fighting against a Kimi. What's your job when you're in Natalia, right? When you have a Kimi on the enemy, you just look for the Kimi. I think that's what all he should do. He is finding fights in different parts of the map. That is not what Natalia is for.
Yeah, and Greed really, if you're gonna be playing the Natalia, you just need to make sure. If you're gonna be playing the aggressive Natalia, you need to make sure that you scale pretty well. Right now, with your job being looking for Wise, I don't think you'd be able to assassinate anybody with one strike. This even if you're proccing your passive every time. And as I say that, though, Wise goes down by the hands of Greed. Greed's gonna get taken out by Iaknu.
Kiluash is on a different journey, though. He is on the warpath to really take down this tower, to at least get some gold back for his team, but not going to be happening as the rest of Sunsparks are now looking at the Lord. It is half HP. They know what's happening. Will they go for the team fight?
They are going to go for the team fight, and that is exactly what's happening here. Onic PH popping the glorious pathway. They're backing off Sunsparks. Iaknu's going to be in the back lines. As I say, that top lane tier 2 turret's going to go down. Sunsparks may just do a little bit of smoke and mirror play here. That might be the call.
I think so. I feel like if you're Sunsparks, you know you're at a disadvantage in terms of economy by a little bit, right? So what do? You kind of try to confuse Onic PH. You have the power of Greed on the stealth. You have a lot of information on your hands. Because right now, wait, look at what Greed is doing. He is just scouting where each and every Onic player is. They have a lot of info, and they can probably get started on the Lord right away, and they are doing that just now.
And the Lord there's still a chance for the Lord to be stolen. The damage is not solid enough here for Sunspark. Good ejection there onto D-Lar, and a good call to reset it. It is a Luminous Lord. It's very crucial that Onic PH secures this as well as Sunsparks.
Right now, look at this. Greed is looking for Hanzo, but he is so far away. He finds him under the tower. He is missing from the team fight, but the rest of Onic PH they still have enough damage. They can still go for fight.
They can go for fights, or they can go for the Lord. They need to make sure that they have their objectives in mind. They are the gods of macro. Prove it to every single person that's watching you play right now. They need to equalize the map. That's what they need to do here before they start taking the Lord.
Absolutely. They need to just start looking at the map before they go for anything big. It's a big decision, right? It's a Luminous Lord. It's a really big decision if you want to go for it. Will they go for something big here? I'm not sure, because they don't have their Hanzo. They might just be going in and try to get some of these buffs while they're available.
Bottom lane, Iyaku's going to be assisting the bottom lane push there by the minions. Going to be backing off, though. Going to be resetting. Probably going to be split pushing the top side this time around. Try to force the take on the tier 2 turret.
All right. Where's it going to be? Where is the play here? Come on. I think the Lord's been waiting. The Lord is super excited. He wants to go for a team fight already. You can tell. I mean, both of these teams are just waiting for the other one to make a mistake. At this point, who makes the bigger mistake? I think that is the question here in this matchup.
The propensity to make that mistake, I'm gonna say this now, it may be Onic PH.
Ooh. That's a big word there. Why do you think so?
Because Onic PH's propensity to tilt, if they're pressured enough, is large. It's big. They're being pressured right now to win a game 4 to force a game 5. They're in the back foot in this matchup. Even at the start of the game, despite them being able to balance out everything, Sunsparks still had a commanding early game here that forced Onic PH in this situation where all of the lanes are being pushed towards their side.
Speaking of being pushed in, that's a big problem where Oh My Venus forces the flicker out of there right in the middle of an immortality. And now Sunsparks are looking for Iaknu. Where are you going to go here? You get slowed down by KLVJ there, trying to make a play. It's a way of the dragon. It will not bleed to anything except for Onic just being scared to go out of the map right now.
The 5v3, the smarter call here would be to just push out the lane, but instead, Sunsparks, they're going to secure the Lord. As I say that, they're going to be disengaging from the Lord, going to opt to go for D-Lar. Glorious Pathway is not available here by Jay to help him run away. And the Lord's going to be resumed on by Sunsparks. This Lord is going to be marching over the top side. It's going to equalize the pushes. The Lord's going to be finally secured. Gets the ejection onto Jay. Jay's going to be forced to use the Glorious Pathway to run away. Last Insanity being proc, going to be forced backwards there. That is going to be a huge reset here by Onic PH. They need to reset.
Okay, apparently they'll be able to do so a little bit.
Ooh, almost.
Right there. I don't know why he keeps doing that to tanks. I really like it. At the same time, that's a bit scary, bub. Anyway, because of all of that, even though the lead is only 1k, Sunsparks will have the Lord in their hands, and we will go into a pause here. I think everyone got a little... That was very rattling. If you're Onic PH, that would have been super rattling. So we'll have to find out why in a few moments. But for now, the game is still in the hands of pretty much anyone. This game is still up in the air, no man. I don't know if you agree with me.
I mean, it's still up in the air, yeah. But at the back of their minds, the mentality, the mental fortitude of these guys has to be on point.
Yeah, absolutely. So where is the mentality? Remember, no more of that momentum push from Onic PH. Can they keep this up? That is a question in each and every one of our minds. Can they just not make a mistake? That's all I'm asking for right now.
Yeah.
Just don't make a mistake. And Iaknu, did he? Apparently not. He'll be able to get out of there really quickly. Greed is on the sides as well as Kiluash, trying to see if they can catch someone, but it looks like Onic PH is still going to play the safe game.
They are going to try to play it safe, but that is a Luminous Lord marching in towards the top side. So the attention is going to be split here by Onic PH and Sunsparks. They're trying to do what they can to get... Oh, wait, that is a good revenge. That is a good revenge. No rage is available here for Reflecia, but the HPs are dropping low here for Sunsparks. That is going to be Jay going down.
Jay is out. There is no more Glorious Pathway. They might have a hard time clearing this now and taking a team fight. But it looks like V-Lar are going to be able to clear up the top lane. No push is going to happen. But the next wave is coming very, very shortly. And now, 4v5, man. It's 4v5.
4v5. Sunsparks, they're going to be continuing the siege here, as the bottom lane inhibitor turret is going to go down quite easily. The flicker is going to be forced out there by Reflecia. Reflecia barely makes it out alive, and the immortality is going to be popped as well.
And this game is super close. As you can see, Sunsparks, they're trying to engage. They have big minions, but they still were not able to actually push into the base. That's a big problem.
It is. I mean, relatively speaking, the wave clear here for Onic PH is good to an extent. If the minion wave, if they're being distracted by Sunsparks all at the same time and forced to use their skills towards Sunsparks, the minion waves won't be there. But if Sunsparks is not sieging up anywhere, anywhere on the side of Onic PH, they can clear out the waves. They can equalize everything. So what Onic PH needs to do here, with that being said, is to force the fights onto Sunsparks. And as I say that, Iaknu is going to be forced in a tight spot after a revenge and a rage, and he's going to go down.
My god, Iaknu will be able to lose out and buy some more time. Apparently not. Even Ghost cannot withstand the damage from KLVJ. Oh my Venus is on a chase here, but they are fighting on a 4v5 for 40 seconds right in time as the Lord spawns. That is not where you want to be here.
It's really not where you want to be. And what Onic PH does not want to be in here is in their base as the second Luminous Lord spawns. The second Lord spawns in this game. They don't want to be stuck in this base. And Greed just doing his job, taking down that tier 1 inhibitor turret. Well, that inhibitor turret, I mean.
Yep, that's going to be basically another pushing factor here for Sunsparks. It is dangerous. And now, it looks like Sunsparks is going to be able to get into position around the Lord area. Maybe they can bait Jay. Maybe they can bait Yaknuk to make another critical mistake. That is what we're waiting for here. Which one of those will come true first?
Wondering myself. Patience is going to be the name of the game here for Onic PH and Sunsparks. One misplay may turn the tides of battle here in favor of Onic PH. So they're not going to be committing as much people there onto the Lord Pit because that's going to be what Kilowash is doing on that Thumbs, already at half HP. At the same time, Greed is going to be on the top lane, side pushing, just doing his job, forcing Iyaknu to answer Greed. The
Dude.
Lord is almost going to go down too.
Oh man, everyone is so tense right now. Everyone is waiting for the perfect moment. See who makes a big critical mistake. I think Sunsparks is right. They need to watch the top lane as well, because Yaknu's he has a lot of propensity to really make an error in a critical moment. So maybe that's something you can abuse if you're Sunsparks. At the same time, though, the control of Venus and Wise is just impeccable alongside Delar. So maybe they can use that to get into the fights when Sunsparks least expects it. And now Yaknu, he's on the split push on the top lane while the Lord is being taken.
Yeah, but that's going to be forcing a reaction here from Sunsparks. They're forcing Greed and JP to respond to that. That's a lot of bodies just for one man, so that's a good job for Iyaknu. Meanwhile, Jay, Delar, and Oh My Venus trying to push forward away from their front lines as Greed tries to take down the top lane. Lithomancer is going to be secured at the very least by Onic PH.
The very least. And so far, so good here for, oh my god, Onic PH, they're still controlling this area. They still have their base, but how long is that going to last? The rest of Onic are now just waiting for Sunsparks to make a Lord. Oh no, Yakno, what are you doing? Get out of there, Venus for the rescue. He will at least be able to push back Sunsparks for a little bit. Forces the flicker out of JP. That is also pretty big.
But force Onic PH back, allow Sunsparks to start up this Lord. Jay and Delar are going to try to steal the Lord away from Sunsparks. That is going to be a glorious pathway. No range is available by Revelation, but he's not going to be committing it just yet. That should have been the optimal opportunity there to force it. Iyaku is going to respawn. The Lord is going to be reset, not dishing out a lot of damage. But Onic PH needs to watch their top lane. Top lane is going to get pushed out.
My gosh.
Greed, though.
Onic PH, they finally got rid of Greed. At least Hanzo can finally be unleashed. Will it happen though? They are gonna want to force this Lord right now. This is it. This is the way they get back. But look at base. Look at the base. Wise and Yaknu, they're on the run. Wise is already using the Demon Numa to clear it. That is how desperate they are.
And the desperation here is going to lead Onic PH in a bad spot because Kilowash is going to be right behind Delar and Jay. Kilowash is going to be diving in with the sights. And that's going to be the Winter Truncheon being forced by Oh My Venus, and Oh My Venus is going to go down. One member going down. HP's low here. Iyaknu is running away. Kilowash is just way too much to handle for him. Lord's going to be reset once again.
They control this now? That is the question in my mind as we speak. Can they actually stop Sunsparks now with Oh My Venus out of commission? 35 seconds, it is a lot of time to play around, and Wise isn't even ready to fight yet. He's in the base, he's defending. They catch Kilowash, Immortality will be popped, and he goes down! Oh my god, look at the Lord area. They are still fighting at each other. And yep.
Yeah, because they recognize that this is a crucial objective to turn the tides. Whoever takes this Lord will take that game. That's how I'm seeing this.
Absolutely. Even if Onic PH takes it, even though there are a lot of towers still up on Sunsparks, we are at 23 minutes. It is very, very possible to go ahead, just take the Lord, and rush straight in if you wipe out Sunsparks. That's very much in my mind right now. Is it on Onic PH's? Can they actually contest?
They can. They have the ability to. But the problem here is that Sunsparks is just able to distract Onic players every time they try to go in.
No, man. I don't know how long they can keep doing that. 'Cause I feel like right now, Sunsparks, they've been denied so many times. They're like, item man to see the manager. You guys, I've been trying to get my meal.
See the manager.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to get this meal for the past how many minutes? I'm being denied service. I need service. I need this lord. That is why they're so bent on camping that way.
I mean, it's a stalemate. Right now, we're at this point in the game where we are on stalemate, and the only way to break the stalemate is if two members fall down on either side of these teams. One member is not a big factor.
Come on. Can we actually see something? I think even if someone gets picked off, they can still defend, right?
Yeah.
So I don't see this ending anytime soon. Let's go for 2 hours on this. Just kidding. That's not gonna happen, right? Right? Or did I curse it? I don't know. I hope I didn't.
Be careful what you wish for, because
Yeah?
you just might get it.
2 hours? Come on, that's impossible, right? I
Right?
should not do stuff like that. I know. Anyway, Sunsparks, they are waiting on the sides in case someone makes a big effort to, push up on top lane. And this base is wide open. They can feel it. It's like a sore. It's like an open wound, right? And there are like flies waiting to jump in the moment you take your hands off.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And on the cage, they're just trying to apply pressure in this open wound that they have. And as I say that, why is immortality?
Oh boy.
Oh, why is it gonna be report back? No, immortality. I was the Duma.
So for the meantime, it's gonna be Greed going on the hunt. He's still trying to look for Wise. Maybe he's outside. There's the Tyrant Rage. Will there be any impact? I don't think so. For the meantime, there will be no big time Tyrant's Rage, no flicker for 2 minutes. This could be the opening if only Kiluash and Greed were not pushing on top and mid.
It's a patience game, and as I say that, Iyaku takes down Greed.
My god! Oh my god, what did Greed do? I didn't see it. Oh, this is gonna be big. Onic, they could go for this. There is no big minion wave threatening their base right now, and they can get the Lord in position. JP is aware. He knows it. But now, as I say that, Fabs, Kiluash going in the mid lane. What is gonna happen here? Jay gets thrown in the middle of the fight, and the Lord gets reset again.
No chance of a Lord to take here, but Kilowatt and Wise in a bit of a scuffle there. Mid lane turret's gonna get pushed. Onic PhD needs to back off right now. All the minions are actually pushing in. This is crucial. Jay might actually fall down by the hands of Kilowatt. But as I say that, there goes the immortality being popped onto Jay and the Iaknu. I mean, all my viewers and Iaknu. This is crucial. This is very crucial. Iaknu's gonna go down as well as all my Venus Sunsparks. They are closer and closer to this victory. But Wise manages to defend it. Takes out Kilowatt. Lord's gonna be taken here as well.
With the last breath of the Demon Numa, he's able to get a kill. But will it be enough to stop Sunsparks here? Lord is now very, very low, but so is KelVJ. Here is Jay with the glorious pathway now. Going for the chase. No damage out of it though. He will get pushed into the wall. Slowed down for days. And here is Wise with the Demon Numa. Goes for KelVJ. He's super low. And he's able to survive.
Reed's pushing the bottom lane. Takes down Wise. The minion wave is actually pushing in.
Oh, the minion wave again.
Away. Sunsparks may just be the first ever two-time back-to-back champion.
No! Oh my god!
Sunsparks wins it. They become the first ever two-time back-to-back MPL champion.
Congratulations, Sunsparks! And just like that,